You ever find yourself with the fate of the world in your hands? Future of humanity at stake? And that somehow this is always where you wanted to be?
Do it.
Back of a truckload of hell. Knowing that if you threw open the door, all hell would break loose. Has that ever happened to you? I didn't think so. But it's happening to me right now. Let's go back to a more innocent time. Like last Thursday. Nobody wants to grow up to be a private investigator. You want to be a fireman, a doctor, Venus or Serena Williams, maybe even a Tyrannosaurus Rex. But no kid dreams of sitting in a car for 5 hours listening to his partner not talk about his ex-girlfriend.
Wonder what she's doing. I wonder what she's doing.
Who?
Who do you think?
Queen Elizabeth? Pat Benatar?
Louise, my girlfriend?
Ex-girlfriend, Ernie. Ex. Which means you're not supposed to be wondering what she's doing at 4 a.m. I can tell you what she's not doing. She's not staring at the ceiling thinking she made a mistake.
What is that, Vincent? Tough love, or are you just being a jerk?
Look around. You see a Maltese Falcon anywhere? Me neither. That's because a real PI specializes in the domestic and the trivial. But tonight's job was just a little more complicated.
Positive ID.
Uh-huh. It's on.
Poor bastard.
You're a real sentimentalist, Ernie.
Where's your heart, Vincent?
Ernie was wrong. I have a heart. It's just not fully endothermic. Meet Mr. Bill Hoon. He saw something he shouldn't have seen. Told somebody he shouldn't have told. Ernie and I were just the next step in his journey toward the consequences.
Mr. Hoon? We're here to help.
Ernie, gun. Oh, great.
Take the house! Let that out!
Mrs. Hoon?
Yes?
I'm Ernie Watson. I'm a private investigator. It's about your husband, ma'am.
Is he okay?
May I come in, please?
Let me go!
Take it easy.
No, I saw them! People who aren't people.
It's okay. Take a deep breath. It's okay. All right?
Stay where you are! Thank God! Step over here, please. You all right, Rubio?
Dude took a shot at me. Concussion screwed up my disguise.
Sounds like a power interruption. That should hold you for now.
Good?
Yep. Looks like a robbery homicide.
All right.
Well, let's go inform his wife. I know this is very difficult for you, Mrs. Hoon. I just have a few more questions. What was your husband doing out so late?
I don't know. We're separated.
Not much contact between you.
He'd call, sometimes, to see how we're doing.
Did he ever sound frightened? Or say anything unusual?
What do you mean?
Unusual. Like, honey, I saw a dinosaur. If the answer is yes, she joins her husband in the morgue, and Junior gets placed in a foster home with good mammalian parents. Hey, it's a small price to pay to keep a 65-million-year-old secret. The Cretaceous era, when dinosaurs ruled the Earth. Except they didn't exactly rule. More like they ran around and ate each other for breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, and a midnight snack. Then, a Gulf of Mexico-sized asteroid decided to leave family and friends and make a beeline for, well, Gulf of Mexico. And so, the dinosaurs were killed. But not all the dinosaurs. You weren't supposed to know that, of course. Not if you're human. Not if you want to live.
She's clean.
Vinny. Huh? Oh, oh. We were just having a deep conversation. Last night's job was easy enough. Now for the hard part, getting paid. Which required a visit to Chinatown, where mahjong is a spectator sport and a dino can almost feel at home. Since China is home to the dragon, ancient Chinese symbol of good luck and heaven itself. I had an appointment with our friendly neighborhood dinosaur council, who hold court at a private social club called, what else? The Dragon.
Nice.
Thanks. Meet the council. A cross between local legislature, Tony Soprano's crew, and the pain in your neck. I had to take a number and wait in line while the council said no to the dino in front of me. Council loves to say no.
It will never be the right time until we make it so.
You overestimate our population's willingness.
If we force the issue, they'll have no choice.
You overestimate my patience.
I'm asking you to reconsider. Please. Pong.
Pong. Reconsider. We will let chance decide. Tile upright, the answer is no. Tile reversed, we will reconsider.
It was chance that sent the asteroid crashing down on our ancestors' heads. So the idea is to let chance make some of the decisions. Let it feel like it's got a stake in things. Maybe then it won't come crashing down on our heads again. A superstitious crapola, if you ask me. But when push comes to shove, I'll still call heads over tails. Red over black, odd over even, tile upright over...
Tile reversed, we will reconsider. The answer is still no. You are always welcome here, Raul.
Vincent Rubio, please, come closer. It's been too long.
It is one ticked off Carnotaurus.
Mr. Raul is a businessman, seeking to expand his business much too far, in our judgment. Chance thinks otherwise. Chance is a better counselor than leader. A whisper in the ear, a suggestion of assent. But not a seat at the table. Any trouble last night?
Nope. And not the time before either. Or the time before that.
You're always welcome here, Vincent.
Watson and Rubio, private investigations. Another divorce case. Another cheating husband. Client wants pictures. Ooh, heads. We take the job.
How a big tub of Triceratops like Ernie could father something like Gabriel is one of the evolutionary mysteries of our time. Oh, I'm in love. The new quad processor P47 holographic disguise, designed with the Velociraptor in mind.
You can't afford it.
This thing was so loud I couldn't sleep last night.
Get it fixed. You're not getting another one.
You know, if it was up to you, Ernie, we'd still be wearing rubber suits. Uh-oh. You smell that? All dinos pump out pheromones as unique as a fingerprint, and all dinos can smell them. But some noses are better than others. My nose only needs a few stray molecules to tell me that this combo plate of pine, peanut butter, and hot rubber could only have been made by one dinosaur. Louise.
Louise?
Louise.
Hi.
Ernie smells kind of peaty and kind of like smoking your favorite cigar while slumping in your best old leather chair.
Hi. What's wrong?
And Gabrielle? Peaches and cream all the way.
Dad, have some dignity.
Hi, Gabe.
Hello.
Can I get you something?
Gotta go. Oh. Bye. Bye.
Vinny? That thing came for you. It's in the other room. So, you want to sit down, or? Can I offer you anything? Some coffee, some basil?
Oh, God, I could use some basil. Thanks.
It's not very fresh.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's okay. I needed that.
Yeah.
I need you, Ernie.
Me too. I mean, you. I need you. I was really thinking about you last night. I knew you were too. I almost called you, but...
Rupert's dead.
Your brother?
I need you, Ernie. No one else can help me.
Yeah.
See that? I didn't, and it was right under my nose. I got the bum's rush, too.
Yeah. I hate her.
She shows up for dinner?
She wouldn't.
She would.
Oh, God, I know.
Come eat with me and Pops.
It's kind of short notice. Are you sure you don't mind?
Last time, Pops didn't crack open a window for a week just to keep your son around.
Your dad is so cute. I just want to take him home and stuff him and put him on my mantle.
You're my guest.
Hi, Vince.
When you get the high-tech equivalent of a blown fuse, you can't just go to any old computer store to get it fixed. You have to go here. And you better bring cash. A lot of it. How's that? Yeah, it hurts. Duh. It's been going on longer than recorded history. Officially sanctioned Natural History 101, that is. We've always been hopelessly outnumbered by humanity. Had to find ways to blend in. First, it was easy. Sometimes we even had it good. China, of course, was always a breeze, obviously. But Europe was another story. We let our guard down for a few centuries and we paid the price. So we went back to the drawing board, perfected our disguises, parchment, paper, the finest Corinthian leather. Then, it was plastics. Today, we've got solid holograms 50 years beyond what the apes can dream of. Project the photons, and in a millisecond, becomes solid disguise.
That's smooth. It's the quad processors. Harmonic refresh, anti-shock. Gotta love it.
It's good.
Computer store fix you up?
Damn it, Ernie, I'm off the basil. I don't have a girlfriend. Technology is all I do for fun anymore.
Hey, what's up? Where are we going?
New assignment.
What new assignment?
Luis's kid brother Rupert joined some cult called Voice of Progress, trying to find his inner dinosaurs. Slit his wrist 2 nights ago.
Guess he didn't like what he found.
Somebody didn't like him.
That what the cops think?
That's what Luis thinks.
Based on what?
He was a well-adjusted young dinosaur.
You told Louise we'd check it out.
Yeah.
For free. So little brother was a metal sculptor, huh?
Yeah.
He actually made a living from this stuff? Rupert's body was found in bed. Suicide by Talon, that was Patterson's conclusion. Of course, it's not like he took a real close look. Catching perps is not his first order of business. Get the human cops away from the crime scene. That's the priority.
Lieutenant Patterson. No sign of forced entry.
Suicide.
Smell anything?
No. But then I didn't think I would. Cleaning crew had already been on the scene to make sure no errant cell samples with dino DNA were laying around to freak out some CSI unit.
You know what, Vince?
Crab dude. Dino standing outside the Dragon. I passed him right before I went in. He smelled like a crab, baking in the sun. It was nasty. That's his scent on the brick outside.
I don't smell nothing.
Believe me, he was here.
He killed Rupert.
Or maybe he's an art lover. Voice of progress.
The lies we tell ourselves are worse than the lies we wear. That's the message of Voice of Progress.
Number one daughter's home, and I got dim sum, kung pao chicken. Hi, Gabe.
I thought you were going to the library.
I was, but I'm here instead. Sorry about your brother.
Thank you. Thanks.
The memorial service is tomorrow.
I can loan you a dress.
Thanks. She's just using you, Dad.
I know.
Then why?
You get to a point where it doesn't matter anymore. I just want the company.
I hope I never reach that point.
I hope so, too.
Daddy, it's just... I think that she might know about me.
Not possible.
She walked in on me the last time she was here.
She doesn't know.
Then why does she look at me like there's something wrong?
I will never bring her here again.
You can still see her, okay? It's just, I don't want her seeing me. You know?
I know.
Pops? Damn it, Pops. You got your feet out right in front of the neighbors. So oregano's a month old. You're gonna get sick. Come on.
What?
Get up. Go to your nest. Yeah.
A lot of dinos get old, they don't care. Tired of eating with a knife and fork and chopsticks when they could just use their talons? Tired of sleeping in a bed when a nest feels better? They just get tired of the whole damn game. Pretend you're something you're not for 70 years, maybe you'd do the same. I'll let you know when I get there.
Reflect on the life of this young individual and dwell not on the circumstances that took him from us. Now, let us...
Rupert was cremated, as all dinosaurs must be, by council law. Private ceremony, family, friends, and half a dozen dinos in funny green suits. It turns out they were members of Voice of Progress, the cult Rupert joined just before he was killed. Shame about Rupert. A nice jacket. Yeah, the lies we tell ourselves are worse than the lies we wear. Except your lie's styling. Mine's just kind of thrown together.
You've heard the Voice of Progress.
Yeah, I borrowed a couple of tapes from Rupert, but, it was a little over my head.
It is simplicity itself. Cersei says, embrace what you were. Become what you are.
Cersei? Who is she?
The Voice of Progress. There is a gathering tonight. Cersei herself will be speaking. You may bring a guest.
Thank you. Like I can't handle a sprig of rosemary?
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Cersei, the Voice of Progress.
I need a double for this gig.
Did it hurt? That first little disguise? Right from the egg. When your tiny, growing body was forced into a shape it was never meant to take. Contorted and bent and broken. Did it hurt when your parents told you to stay away from the neighbors' kids because they were real children and you were what? A monster?
Trick or treat. Oh my God, you're precious.
Vinny Rubio? Great costume. Godzilla, right? You're Godzilla?
He's Flintstones, honey. Get the camera.
Come on, Vinny, we're going home. You can be killed for this. You understand? Killed.
Did it hurt the first time you fell in love? With one of them?
Vince, I'm sorry if you think I'm pushing you too fast.
No, that isn't it.
I thought all boys wanted was sex. I mean, it's really nice that you don't.
No, I said that's not it.
We can wait till we're married. I don't mind. See? Not pushing. Don't say let's just be friends.
I don't love you anymore.
You're lying. Vince.
Of course, it hurt. Every moment we live this lie wounds us. And finally, it will destroy us. But we've been destroyed before, and we're reborn. Destruction brings change, brings evolution. That is the message of Voice of Progress.
Got religion?
Let's nose around. Dinos gave up raw meat about 10 million years ago, after we discovered fire. This was one giant step backwards for dino kind. Like I want any of that mess?
Do you believe in Voice of Progress?
I think maybe I do. Not quite sure my checkbook agrees, though. How you feeling?
Well, Cersei says that our true feelings are buried.
I mean about Rupert. You were at the funeral. I was there too. No reason for you to remember no triceratops like me, but I remember you. Because it looked like you'd been crying. I have a daughter about your age, and I could always tell when she was upset.
Poor Rupert.
Were you close?
He joined Voice of Progress because of me.
What do you mean?
We met at the club where I work.
You feel a little responsible for what happened, being that you're the one that got him into all this.
Well, some members have deep psychological problems that even Voice of Progress can't cure.
Did Rupert strike you as being suicidal?
He didn't know what he was doing.
I think somebody killed Rupert. And if you keep your nose up, you might be able to help me find out who.
Sometimes a scent sneaks up on you. You don't even know it's there. And then it hits. And you realize you haven't felt like this in years.
Come on a little strong, don't you?
I've been accused of that before.
Huh. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Fumes alone could stone a herd of Brontos. Herbs this pure don't come cheap. They must be your high rollers.
This isn't Reno, Mr. Rubio.
You know my name.
I must be certain of those around me. My work is very important. More than anyone knows.
Misunderstood prophetess. It's part of the routine, isn't it?
The cynical private investigator. That's part of the routine, isn't it?
You know what I do for a living.
And where you live.
No point in giving you my phone number. You really believe all that stuff, you say?
Do you really believe any of that stuff I say?
No.
You're lying.
It's a habit of mine.
Join the club.
Will that get me into a steel room with a dead cow?
Strategy, Mr. Rubio. Disarming flirtation followed by an unexpected question.
Is it working? The flirtation, I mean. What about the party animals in that room?
Our training is designed to strip away eons of pretense, anything that is not true dinosaur.
They kind of looked insane. Is that what you were going for?
Insanity or raw, pure saurian nature.
I'll bet the council doesn't know about your unpasteurized dinos.
Have dinner with me this week.
Depends what's on the menu.
How much can you handle? Raul Dinar, this is Vincent Rubio.
It's a pleasure. Likewise.
Raul is one of our biggest investors. Vincent is here to learn about Voice of Progress.
It's been a real education.
What have you learned?
Keep an eye on my wallet.
Remaking the world has a cost.
The whole wide world, huh? And I thought this was just a party.
This? All of this can be what we want it to be.
You were at Rupert's funeral. You had to keep him on a shorter leash.
How did you know Rupert?
A friend of a friend of a friend of a... You really believe it was a suicide?
That's what the official report said.
I unofficially spent the afternoon there. Stuck my nose in every corner. And out the window.
What were you doing with the dragon, Vincent?
Council owed me some money. What about you?
A business proposal.
Seemed like the council didn't want his business. So here you are, a partner in Voice of Progress, and Rupert's dead.
Paranoia, Mr. Rubio?
Must be the herbs. Cheers. When Crab Dude was standing outside the Dragon, he must have been waiting for Rawl to finish his business with the Council.
Which means he's on Raw's payroll.
Yeah, which means if he did kill Rupert, Rawl must have given the order. But why? And a kid like Rupert's no threat to a guy like Rawl.
Maybe Rupert knew something he wasn't supposed to know.
Like?
I can't answer that.
Meet asteroid 2003 WQ-47 on a possible collision course with Earth, ETA 2014. Only this time the dinosaurs will be ready to crawl out of our fallout shelters and take back the world we lost. You try not to think about that. It's like the lottery. You better not count on it, or it'll just make you crazy. Then there's Mr. Rawl.
All of this can be what we want it to be.
Doesn't sound like he's waiting for an asteroid to hit.
Don't. What's wrong?
You know.
I can't.
We've been together for months, and I still haven't got past level 1.
Level 1? What do I look like, Super Mario Brothers?
I don't know what you look like.
So? Listen, do I smell nice to you?
You know you do. You smell like a bowl of Kellogg's Red Berry.
I think peaches and cream is what you're going for.
I don't care what you look like, but I still need to know what you look like. Why can't you understand the difference?
I understand the difference. Reese, please, I can't, okay? Just, please, accept that for now.
What are we waiting for?
For the world to change.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm gonna go.
No, you don't have to.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Call
okay?
me tonight.
It already is tonight.
Then later tonight. I'm just gonna be here.
How you doing, Reese?
Mr. Watson.
Calling it quits already.
Yeah.
Gabby? Hey. What's with your boyfriend? He seems kind of down. Did he do something to you?
He didn't do something to me. That's the whole problem. He can't do something to me because I'm a freak.
Easy on the ginger, Pops. Don't you want to spend the next 3 hours in an audio hallucination?
Well, it's better than listening to you complain about another case you can't figure out when the solution is obvious.
Are you going to complain about me complaining about another case when the solution is obvious, or are you going to help?
You got a murder meant to look like a suicide, and a connection to this cult called the Voice of
Progress.
Whatever.
What's your point?
In my experience, which I gained, you might recall, trying to put clothes on your back and food in your gullet.
I appreciate your great sacrifice.
Ah, Pops, the point is, sometimes the more a case looks like a one-off, the greater the probability it wasn't.
So Rupert wasn't the only victim?
That's my bet.
Hello?
Hey, Ben.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. How's Pops?
Abusing the walk?
Gabrielle? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Hey, look, we got a lot extra. Why don't you come over here?
No, that's okay. I'm fine. Say hi.
I took Pop's advice. Dragged Lieutenant Patterson, our stegosaurus, on the police force out of bed. He got a list of dino suicides statewide, just in case Rupert wasn't alone. Yeah, it's a problem. You'd have to be a dentist living in Norway to have a higher likelihood of doing yourself in. We obtained a list of Voice of Progress members on file with the council. We cross-checked the names and came up with 2 more that fit Rupert's profile. Both of them Voice of Progress members who allegedly killed themselves in the last 2 weeks.
I'm afraid we can't release any information on Mr. Mackey.
We're private investigators.
I understand that, sir.
Perhaps there's somebody else we could talk with, like a supervisor, maybe.
Ernie means, is there a dino in the house?
An appointment. You know, I have a card.
But of course, we can't exactly come out and say that. Dinosaurs make up about 1/10 of 1% of the population. Put away that abacus. That's 1 in 10,000. Definite minority. But we try to place ourselves in strategic locations. Jobs where we might be a benefit to our little community. So there was a good chance if Ernie and me stood here a little longer, long enough to let our pheromones circulate through the air conditioner, that somebody would...
May I help you? Zeke Mackey. He killed himself just last week. He was Triceratops, one of our own.
Sorry for your loss.
Likewise.
There's nothing worse than a Triceratops without other Triceratops around. Herd animals, you know? They hate being alone.
We had lunch every day. The only dinos in the department.
What sort of work did he do here?
Transfer unit.
Transferring inmates?
The Green Mile. 120 Green Miles, actually. He moved condemned prisoners from San Gennaro Pen to death row upstate.
Well, thank you. Been a big help. We can find our own way out. Come on, Ernie. Ernie.
Hey. What are you doing for lunch?
Ernie, I'll pop some ramen in the microwave.
Make it for 3.
Next up was Maurice Jones, successful T-Rex realtor and 3rd member of the Voice of Progress and Suicide Club. He dealt exclusively in high-end residential, so his purchase last month of an abandoned industrial yard seemed worth checking out. It's time for a holiday in the subtropics.
Can't afford a holiday.
You know, you're just too shy to lay naked on a rock with a bunch of strange reptiles.
So?
So, don't you ever just want to drop the disguise and run stark naked across the sand? Let your horns out, your stubby little tail flap in the breeze. Be the Triceratops you always knew you could be.
Stubby little tail?
See, it's the trouble with you toppers. 65 million years, you still haven't learned how to cut loose. You smell that?
What is that?
Dozen dinos. 36 hours ago. They were feeding.
The lab identified the remains you found on Maurice Jones's property. Bone and muscle tissue from 4 different inmates from San Gennaro prison.
Huh. Escaped during transfer to death row.
I remember that. It was all over the news about a month ago. All 4 of them got away. Zeke Mackey worked for the prison system, death row transfers.
Zeke Mackey helped him escape.
Well, what he was really doing was handing them over to some dinos.
Who bundled them off to an abandoned yard owned by Maurice Jones.
Where they became the main course at some Voice of Progress picnic.
What about Rupert? How does Rupert fit into all this? I mean, wasn't he an artist or something?
Metal sculptor. Louise said he had just gotten a real job on the side. A trucking company.
I mean, what was he doing here?
They didn't have a commercial operating license. I mean, they wouldn't have hired a metal sculptor to answer phones in an office.
I mean, what's left? Hood ornaments.
Bingo. Steel plating. Was that necessary?
Rupert was here.
Hey!
Voice of Progress is trying to turn a bunch of dinos into full-on predators with a taste for human blood.
Brainwashing them with psychological exercises. God knows what else.
I know what else. Tarragon gas. SWAT team busted what they thought was a crystal meth lab a couple of days ago. What they found was 500 dried plants and a half a dozen canisters of vaporized tarragon. Of course, that didn't mean squat to the apes, but we know better now, don't we?
Tarragon was a banned herb. Inhaled as a gas, you're ready to take on King Kong. A cow in the dark room, 4 human dudes in a steel tank. That's just an appetizer.
Which is where Rupert comes in.
What's the best way to transport a shock troop of dinos hopped up on Tarragon and armed with talons and fangs that could go through a 1/4 inch of steel?
Hire a metal sculptor to reinforce the back of the truck with double that amount of steel.
Yeah. Zeke, Maurice, and Rupert all knew something that could have exposed the entire operation. So Rawl had him killed. Made it look like a suicide.
But where's he aiming a truck full of dinosaurs?
Shopping mall, civic center, ball game.
Talk about making a splash. Dozen dinos tearing through a crowd of humans. What would it take to stop them?
National Guard?
Rocket launchers, tanks.
Hundreds of people dead by then. All of it on the news.
That's just what Rawl wants.
Why?
Destruction brings change, brings evolution. Voice of Progress. Dinos will be exposed as a threat. Humans will retaliate. We'll have no choice but to fight back.
There's always a choice.
No. Apes won't give us one, and you know it.
It will never be the right time until we make it so.
You overestimate our population's willingness.
If we force the issue, they'll have no choice.
You overestimate my patience.
Your patience is irrelevant.
Vive la revolution.
No. No revolution unless it's approved by every council in every city in the country. You give me hard evidence tying Rawl and Voice of Progress to any of this, and I'll hand them over to the council.
Of course, that evidence was nowhere to be found. It never is with a guy like Rawl.
How many times do I have to tell you?
What? Tell me what?
Lady called.
What lady?
Don't remember.
Thanks.
Wrote it down. Sounded hot to trot.
I had a million questions to ask her. I had 1,000 questions to ask her. I had 100 questions to ask her. Screw it.
Hello?
It's Carrie. Rupert's friend from Voice of Progress. I saw something. Mr. Rawl is bringing something weird into the club. Some kind of canister.
Stay where you are. I'll be right there.
Give me the address.
Address? Our club. The club. Everyone knows, jerk.
That's Tarragon talking.
This is Vince. Leave a message.
We could get Rawl busted on a nerve charge. Shut him down tonight. Where are you, Vince?
Dad?
Gotta go to the club.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Dad, they're not gonna let you in.
Why not?
Come here. It's a tough door. Give me a good shot.
Does it look good? With her.
What does she look like?
Like that.
Stay here!
I can help!
I said stay here!
Gabe! I'm so glad that you're here. I hate it when we fight.
Me too. I can't really talk right now. It's not really a good time. I'm sorry.
course it hurt. Every moment we live this lie wounds us.
You used to have a more anonymous look. What made you go for the babe suit? Trying to impress the apes?
What if I am?
Well, I'd say that was a strange choice from the leader of a dinosaur potential movement.
Maybe I want to lead more than just dinosaurs. I thought this face could be useful. Open up some doors that might stay closed otherwise. As long as we live in a human world.
How long's that gonna be? Till the end of the week? Huh? Tomorrow? We're all bought the gun. And Voice of Progress provided the bullets. And with your training and your Terragon...
Terragon?
Just tell me what he's aiming at.
I don't understand.
The shot. Heard around the world. Let the humans know we're here. Let the battle begin.
Vince.
Is that what has to happen? Is that the price that has to be paid to change all this?
I don't know.
Me neither. Maybe I bust you to the council. Or maybe I join you on the front lines. Where's he aiming that truck? Ernie? Ernie?
Meet me. I got her, Vinny. I got my little girl.
We'll get her back.
Won't be so easy.
So what? We're going after him.
There's a problem.
What problem?
Gabrielle, she's not what you think she is.
What are you talking about? It was Gabrielle. Gabrielle in a bottle. And that was bad. Real bad. Put that away, Ernie.
She picked it out herself. Peaches and cream. When she was 12. Thought it would be nice, make her special.
I'm not having this conversation.
22 years ago, I was on a locate.
I don't want to hear this.
Some hippies, freaks, they had photos, documents. They were gonna blackmail the council. They had to go.
Shut up, Ernie.
Found them over on 7th.
Stop talking.
5 of them, armed and dangerous.
I'm not hearing this.
Ow! You are gonna hear this, Vincent.
It's the last thing you ever hear. Council brought in some allosaurs from Detroit. Real meat eaters. What could I do?
What everybody always does. You turn her over to the council for placement in a foster home. With a human family.
That's not the way it played out.
I guess not.
I hired a nanny, Lady Ape. She helped me out for the first couple of years, and then I let her go. I brought Gabe up the rest of the way myself.
You told her everything?
From the get-go. I told her it was her choice. She could be a human or she could be a dinosaur. Then I told her it was me who located her parents to have them killed. You know what she said?
You did the right thing, Dad.
She was a dino. In her heart and in her mind.
She's human, Ernie. There's not a damn thing anybody can do to change that, no matter how much fake pheromone you dump on the back of her neck.
It's a done deal. Vince, she is what she is.
Yeah, a human pretending to be a dino, pretending to be a human. If the council found out, they'd kill her and you. Not to mention me.
What are you gonna do about it?
We'll get her back.
And then?
You'll be the first to know.
Vincent Rubio, please, if you don't mind.
Rubio.
Did you have a nice time last night, Vince? With our mutual friend?
Where's Gabriel?
Just answer the question.
Yeah, great time. You want the blow-by-blow?
Later, perhaps.
Gabe, where is she?
Oh, our other mutual friend. She's with me. Tell them all about it.
Ben?
Gabe, we're right here.
Everything's okay, honey?
Everything's okay.
My compliments. Your daughter has a very pleasant fragrance, if a little understated.
That always happens when I get scared. My scent gland shut down.
Our pheromones are wearing off.
Sorry.
No need to apologize.
If you harm one hair on her head...
Shut up. Put Ruby on, please. Never negotiate with an immediate relative.
If you harm one hair on her head...
My demands are simple. Sit down, relax, put your feet up, and stay where you are. Precisely where my colleague can see you. Now, if the sharp-eyed gentleman tells me that you've left the building, the young female will die. If something should happen to him and I should miss his call, the young female will die. All you have to do is nothing. Do not move, do not interfere. And when this is all over, I'll release her. And into a new world, Vince. Our world.
There's no way out of this, is there?
Well, we do what he says. We sit tight.
Until her pheromones wear off completely? Until he figures out my daughter's really an ape? Until he lets those killers loose in public to start his revolution?
Ernie, maybe it's time.
Time for what?
Stop living like this.
Like what?
This! Everything we do, everything we say is a lie.
That's life, Vince. Even for them, even for the apes.
No, they get to be who and what they are.
You think so? They don't have a clue who or what they are. They wear more disguises than we do.
Then that's their problem.
What about Gabe?
Gabe can take care of herself. Lied to me, Ernie. 10 years. You betrayed our friendship.
What?
Watson, good news.
Tell me you found her.
No. Sorry. But we got a possible lead. Yeah, penthouse owned by one of Ra's businesses. 5001 Lincoln Ave.
Serves you right.
You think I care? I'll wear the rubber suit if I have to.
You kept the old latex?
There's no reason to toss away a perfectly good disguise.
All right, listen. Get your gym clothes. And go sit down behind the desk.
Yep.
We're good.
No sign of your daughter. Not much else here either, except Mahjong.
Yeah. Tile is face up. He wasn't playing the game. He was using it to make a decision.
To help him pick a target. Like flipping a coin.
Exactly.
What does it mean?
It means we're gonna get in the car and then I'm gonna tell you where we're going.
No backup.
And we do this my way or not at all.
I don't know what you have planned, Vincent. But if anything happens to Gabe...
I know.
Is there a problem?
No problem.
I believe we are in danger.
You know, it's not always easy to notice the absence of something. Your scent, it's taken a holiday. Turn around. turn around. Ephemeral. Your skin feels almost real. Interesting design.
Prototype. I'm a beta tester.
Huh. May I?
It's got some bugs. Sometimes it just doesn't turn off.
Yeah,
We're almost there.
very good. Make sure you're not being followed. Do it! Open the door.
Why would I want to do that?
Because it's time.
Right. You made that decision for all of us, huh?
Somebody had to. Now it's your decision. That's why we're here. To make history.
Every moment we live this lie wounds us.
chance.
The dragon. Uncertain of your target, you selected a tile at random. Since dragon is the name of this establishment, an attack on the council would seem a reasonable interpretation. A place for your dinosaur revolution to begin. Chosen by chance itself. Convenient, since this council was standing in the way of your plans.
Yes.
I would not be surprised if he consulted with the tiles more than once. Until he got the answer he was hoping for.
The mind of chance is not always easy to know.
Take your dragon home. You are always welcome here.
Make sure he gets home without incident.
What? He was gonna kill all of you.
Open confrontation with humanity. The possibility has crossed all our minds. We must reconsider.
One question. Did you know?
What do you want to hear?
The truth, for once.
Does that matter now?
Does to me.
Why didn't you let it happen?
What do you want to hear?
The truth. For once.
I don't know. You live your whole life thinking the world is one way, and all of a sudden it's something else. Or could be something else. How do you decide? Follow your instincts, flip a tile? People, predators just like us. Maybe we go extinct for all time. Why not give it a shot? See what happens. It would be so easy. Maybe that's the problem. It's not supposed to be easy.
Where you been?
Oh, sorry, man. Hey,
Let's go.